Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Marsha with Marsha's Mind. What is on my mind today? A viewer's question asked me to do a video on this about visualization and efforts towards meeting that goal. So stay tuned. Okay guys, so I have a video for you today. We're going to be talking about a question a viewer had. Here is her message.
Here is the coming of the day, yay, and if you put your comment, I will put it on display here.
The questions: can you please make a video on visualization and putting in efforts to achieve the goal? This question I think is totally loaded because it has so many different variations of answers. To me, that's how I see it, because you could come at it from so many different ways. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to come to you with my perception, what I've learned, what I've seen, what I've done and experienced, and what works. So first of all, the definition of visualization. What is it? It's the process of using mental images, using your imagination, and intentionally making changes in your consciousness. In other words, it's a method of engaging the mind to imagine a particular outcome. Some people say, well, I can't visualize. No way. But do this quick exercise with me, and you might be wrong about that. Quickly, just take your hand and look at it. Look at the back of your hand. Do you have lines? Do you have veins? Do you have spots? Is it wrinkly? Is it smooth? Is it tan? Is it white? Is it freckled? Do you have arthritis? Do you have short nails, small nails, long nails? Do you have manly hands, feminine hands? Do you have nail polish on them? Are you wearing rings? And look on the underside. Do you have lines? Can you see your lines? Do you have an M on your palm? What does your hand look like? Just look at your hand. Look at it. Now, close your eyes. Picture the back of your hand. Did you have lines on the back of your hand? Do you have veins? Open your eyes. Did you see your hand? You must have. Well, if you did, then you know how to visualize. Let's talk about a few things. Boy, this question. Oops. Well, I mean, first of all, you can have a vision for your future, right? When you're in college, you have a vision for your future, right? Maybe to get a house and kids, that's a vision, right? Or a goal you have. Then there's visualization, where, yes, you think about things in your head. You have images in your head. Use your mind, and things that help you with the visualization are visuals. Like charts, calendars, vision boards, drawings, paintings, pictures. So remember, all these are just techniques, and they vary. I mean, there's no right way except the way that works for you. Sometimes I have vision boards that I just like set it and forget it, and things come true on it. Sometimes I have vision boards that I look at and I long for the things on there, and I notice the absence. Oh, bad thing, don't do that. Sometimes I have vision boards that I just look at and thank you, universe, thank you, and I just go off my very merry way. Sometimes I have vision boards that I just have and I don't even think about, and I don't see anything happening, but I just don't think about them. And some I have, and I notice that I'm chipping away at my goal, and well, yeah, that's what visuals are for, right? To keep your mind focused. And then sometimes I think of something in a fleeting moment and it happens, or I hear it, or I see it. Bottom line is, it's not mandatory to visualize in order to manifest, because you're manifesting all day, every day, whether you like it or not, whether you know it or not. Visualization can be a helpful tool and positive technique to keep you focused on what you want to achieve and keep you on the right track. You know, like visuals, like graphs, like analytics, YouTube, keeping track of your numbers. There's graphs, you know, like the big thermometer they have in fundraisers. You know, they mark every amount of money they get off with big red marker, right? Like a thermometer, until they hit that goal, right? And that's a visual, so it just keeps you on track on your goal and keeps you focused. And you're doing the work as you go along. You know you gotta do it. And maybe like a calendar. Maybe you're marking the days off to your vacation. That's a visualization, your vacation, right? And the calendar's helping you keep focused, keep track, keep working towards that vacation. Like my visual, to pay down my consumer debt. I have each thing that I have to pay off, and every time I pay a little bit off, I erase it and put the new amount. And if it's done, I erase the whole thing. And I see my progress on this visual. But I vision what my ending goal is. And I know that the efforts I'm taking is getting me closer to that goal. And these are inspired efforts because I'm anxious, I'm excited to do this and see it progress. I'm chipping away at it. Visuals are good to keep you motivated, like Arnold Schwarzenegger. You know Arnold. That's right. That's right. He was the governor of California once, yeah. Arnold Schwarzenegger, when he was younger, had muscle men all over his wall. He began to work out at the age of 15. He won the Mr. Universe title at age 20 and went on to win the Mr. Olympia title 7 times. He wouldn't have achieved this by just sitting and visualizing about it. He had to work out, right? I did a video on this one time about this old vision board I had made of myself. I wanted to achieve this Avon bracelet. I was in Avon at the time. And I put it up here because I wanted to achieve it. And I knew this would keep me on track and keep me focused because I knew I had to sell a certain amount of a product each campaign in order to get this beautiful bracelet. Well, it kept me on track. I got the orders in and I got my beautiful bracelet. Matter of fact, I still have it. I don't wear it very often anymore because the charms are fading and they're just adorable. I love them so much. And yes, I was very proud of myself to achieve that goal. But you see what I mean by putting it on here? And this Carmen Gia, well, I had this on the vision board too. I didn't look at it and long for it. Matter of fact, I never even thanked the universe for it. Matter of fact, that's what happens sometimes. I just set it and forget it and it happens. And I did get my Carmen Gia. I wasn't into YouTube then or videotaping, and the pictures I had of it was on a phone that I lost the SD cards. I don't have any proof that I have this car, except I have the registration. But it was awesome. It wasn't this car particular, but it was a maroon hardtop Carmen Gia. Love it. And see what I mean? You can use vision boards to make your subconscious know that you want it, I guess. You can use visuals like this little car I thought looked like a Carmen Gia. I got that at the Dollar Tree. Love it. Isn't that funny how it's like the same? Now this Broadway sign and this theater seating was meant to be for me to be on Broadway in a play. But guess what? That didn't happen. But guess what did happen? I got a free trip with my sister to New York and I took a picture of a Broadway sign. When I was taking the picture, I realized, oh my gosh, it's like this picture on my vision board. Yeah, pretty amazing. And you'll see that on my Facebook page. And now this one, I'm always at the beach in the coast, so there you go. Oh, and this, I drew a picture of a Ford Edge when Maddie was small. She was in the little cart, that's me pushing it, and there's a Ford Edge. Tells you how long I wanted one. And well, I finally got one. But not until I was really ready and I visualized my beautiful car in my driveway, felt it, listened to it, felt my senses, and did it with emotion is when I got my car. I have more stories because visualizing is very, very powerful. My husband, when he was younger, was in basketball, and he would visualize winning the game or throwing the free throw. But on top of that, he practiced. But his coach always said, visualize first what you want to do. And he did it, and he always made the free throw. Also, my husband, when I first met him, had a car, a picture of a cartoon car, a race dragster, on his wall. He says, see that? Someday I'm going to have that. And about 2 years, he had one. He built it. And he visualized he was going to be the #1 qualifier. He got it. Then he visualized and knew that he was going to win with this car, and he won 2 championship two championships in this car. Was there action in these things? Yes, inspired action. So having a vision or visualization, you know, plus visuals and emotion and some action and yes, action is fantastic, right? Now, unless you're perfectly aligned, yes, you can sit on the couch and meditate all day, but most of us aren't, so some action is required. Might I suggest the best action is inspired action? But then again, sometimes you have to do what you gotta do, kind of like in those charts with the graphs and the thermometer and the fundraiser and getting that bracelet. Or like me with Erico's video. I knew that I had to do a video in order to get more entries in order to win the bottle. And it was an inspired action because I kind of waited till I felt inspired to do it, and it hit me at the right time, the right scenario, the right topic, and it just came at the right time. What if it wasn't inspired action? It might have turned out differently. Say you want to write a book and you have this dream to get one done in 5 years. Well, are you writing anything about it? Like 20 minutes a day? Maybe something? I mean, anything? Or are you just waiting around for that inspired action? Sometimes you just have to make yourself right. And then again, yeah, sometimes you just gotta wait. Whatever's right for you, right? You may want to sit on your couch all day, but sometimes you just gotta get out and move and see people. Watch what you feel like. If you feel like you need to go to Target for something, you better go, because sometimes you'll meet someone there that'll help your dream progress. A lot of times people say, oh, I want to lose weight. But in the evening, they just sit on the couch and watch TV. In the morning, they sit on the couch and watch TV. But they're not exercising, they're not watching what they eat. And, well, say they needed like 2 months to go on vacation and get ready for the vacation, and it's like the weekend before you're leaving and you didn't lose anything, and you wonder why. Well, I don't know, maybe because there wasn't any action. But I was waiting for inspired action. But sometimes you have to take a little action. See what I'm saying? Whether it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 15, sometimes you have to just take action. You'll know the difference. I mean, I really think you will. I think for me, a lot of it is set it and forget it, or really feel like I have it. Sometimes that's hard to do because there's so much clutter in our minds. Here's some tips for you. Don't hold on to your vision of what your vision looks like. Say our vision looks awesome, right? Well, our awesome is way down here compared to our higher self. So don't hold on to it too tight and be open-minded. Our higher self knows best. It's not your job to figure out the how. Toss it up to God. Toss it up to the universe. Jesus, take the wheel, right? If it does not match, celebrate the closeness of the match. Like with my car, I wanted a white or black Ford Edge, leather seats with heat warmers. No way, nothing else. When we saw my car, it was like, oh, love at first sight, and it was cloth seats. Universe, you get me. And if you start feeling absence when you're looking at your visual or your vision board, or you start visualizing and you feel like, oh crap, it's not here, stop, do something else. There's a little trick here. Eric Ho, he says that, you know, sometimes you can just ask yourself, what do you want? What do you want? Say, I want financial freedom. Okay, why? Now, sit up erect, put your palms out, and breathe. The first thing is to breathe. Well, the second thing is to breathe after you figure out what you want. Why? Because it helps relax you and clear your mind. You have so much clutter in here, there's no way you're going to figure out what you want. Sometimes it's just too hard to imagine that and to just even, I don't know, collect your thoughts because you have so many. So breathe, okay? Do this with me. Think of what you want. Financial stability, financial freedom. Breathe in. And do this about 10 times. He says, keep your spine erect and your palms up, like this. It's a difference, he says. Like as if you did this. It seems shorter. If you do this, you get to breathe in deeper. Now, see your desire. I didn't show it right now. See your desire. See the scenario. When did you achieve it? Who's around you? Who did you tell? Where were you when you found out? What were you wearing? What was the weather like? Putting feeling into it, right? And this is where he says to put in your senses. What are you smelling? What are you hearing? What do you see? Do you taste anything? Senses. Are you happy? How are you feeling? Why did you want this? Oh, because I don't like my job. Why do you want this? Really? Do you want people to be proud of you? I don't know. What's your reason? Maybe you want to lose weight. Why? How do you feel when you lost all that weight? Do you feel good? Does it make you feel happy, lighter? Where are you going to go now? Why do you want this? Use all your senses. And just kind of take time in these things, these questions, and just really get it to be really real and your juices flowing. And then, deep breath in, deep breath out, however many times you have to relax with that, and don't do anything at all, he says. Just let it go. I love this part because it's like, don't try to manipulate it, don't try to figure it out, don't try to picture it, it's supposed to be this way and this is the only way, and just do inspired action. I hope I answered that question okay. Whatever works for you, or feel free to leave a comment or a question. Give me a thumbs up, give me some feedback. If you're new, welcome to my channel. I welcome you with open arms. And if you're not new, welcome back, and thanks for supporting the channel. And remember to hit the subscribe button if you would like to see more videos, and hit the bell notification. And if you would like your comment of the day, leave one down below, and I will try to answer all the questions. And I love positive answers or comments, so leave them there too. That's awesome. And thank you, wonderful, beautiful viewer, for leaving your question. And I hope this helps. Okay, bye guys. Namaste.